Welcome, my friends. Thanks so much for stopping by once again as we sample some more great tasting American craft beers with Dr. Dave. Outstanding indeed. Now, for our sampling pleasures and tasting delights today, we have an Ohio beer. Imagine that. Yeah, this is from the Hoof Brewing Company. Hoof Brewing Company is located in Marengo, Ohio. If you can't be good, be bold. That's the name of the beer. And it's described as a double IPA, and it says right here, it checks in at 8.5% alcohol by volume. I've never seen a date stamp on any beer from Hoof Hearted Brewing Company, so I don't know what the deal is, but I do know the beverage store I buy my beer from guarantees it is fresh or I can get my money back. Yeah, that guy's cool. Anyway, excuse me, we're going to use our Speak Loud glassware here this evening. And let's find out what kind of beer this is. It's pouring out pretty hazy from the can. I don't know if or when this tropical fruit haze beer is going to stop. This New England double dry, oh, there's the kitty cat again. That double dry hopped IPAs, man, they're just crazy. Now, this didn't build up a lot of foam. The foam is very thin and it looks like it's going to fizzle out. I do have some carbonation flowing up from the bottom, very light color. I would call this almost a tangerine color, at least where I'm sitting, maybe not on the camera. But yeah, that foam is going to fizzle out. Let's go ahead and agitate it just a little bit with our stir stick. Sometimes you can't agitate, and that's when you know you don't have such a good beer. Yeah, if you can't agitate it and make the foam come up to at least an inch like this, it's not going to be a winner at all. But let's see what the aroma is all about. Mmm. Some tropical fruit in there for sure. Some sweetness, like it would be pineapple or possibly mango, maybe passion fruit. Smells very sweet. Ooh, wee. And a lot of people say, now, Dave, come on, how can you drink a beer if it's sweet? It's not sugary sweet. And my best advice would be to visit a pub that has some beer like this on tap, a brew pub, and ask them for either a sample or just get you those 4-ounce samples. Yeah, a sample is about 2 ounces. Any bartender will give you a small sample just to taste it and see what you think. But you can buy those 4-ounce samples. Usually they come 4, 5, or 6 to a serving, and just sample the beer and see what you think. Yeah, it's only going to cost you about $10 for those samples, maybe a little bit more, but it's money well spent because then you can figure out what you like and what you don't like and get you a pint. Yeah, but as I predicted, our foam is gone, but we're going to thank the brewers there in Marengo, Ohio, for all the hard work they did to bring this beer to market. Thank you, and thank you at home for watching. Cheers. Oh, wow. Mm. That is a super tropical fruit bomb. Remember, this is 8.5%. I'm not detecting the 8.5%, which really makes it dangerous because these kind of beers you can drink them pretty fast because they do taste remarkably sweet-ish, not sweet, sweetish, and not the country, of course, but man, that has a lot of tropical fruit in. This is not going to be for everybody by any stretch of the imagination. This has exactly what I described. This has, in no particular order, mango, pineapple, and passion fruit. It has a slightly dry finish, not bitter, not bitter. Don't confuse the words bitter and dry. It has a dry finish to it, man. I'm telling you. Mm, this would be a really good beer to sit outside and watch the sunset. If you don't have any water, that's okay. Just watch the sunset. Yeah. I lived in St. Petersburg for many years. Sunsets don't get much better than St. Pete, I tell you. And people can say, yeah, oh yeah, what about Key West? Oh yeah, well hey, you know what? It's the same sun and it's the same water. It's the same water. Mm. Oh man, that really good. It has a great aroma to it. Ah man, it is. That is good. I'm gonna go ahead and swirl the contents around there and dump it in. Now see that got quite a bit darker. That got quite a bit darker when I did that. Yeah, you see how the top half is much darker? Well, maybe you can't on the camera. Yeah, it's filtering down though. Let's see if that changes the flavor. Oh my gosh. If anything, it intensified the flavor. I would highly recommend this beer. It is a sipping beer though. It's not a straightaway beer. Of course, none of the beers that I review are straight away. Excuse me. Yeah, if you can't be good, be bold. From the Hoof Hearted Brewing Company. It's an Ohio brewery close to Columbus, our state capital. So yeah, if you see this in the store, give it a try. Give it a try. 16-ounce can, and the price was $3.69. $3.69 for 16 ounces. Not a bad price. Think of how much you would pay at the bar or the pub. Yeah, you would pay a lot more than $3.69. With that said, my friends, let me run out of here because life is short. You got to be happy, and I mean that sincerely. Life is extremely short. Enjoy it while you're here. Yeah, because I'm not sure what happens afterwards. We can believe and we can have faith and we can believe all that good stuff, but we don't know for sure. So we have to enjoy it while we're here. On that note, until we meet next time, here's wishing all of you the very best of goodbyes. And as always, cheers.